I don't think men like women anymore. I don't think that men desire us women anymore, us real women. I don't think that they value us like they used to. Men aren't really putting out effort. They're not putting out any type of effort like they used to.
In contemporary society, the perceptions that men hold towards women have become a focal point of discussion, raising critical questions about the dynamics of modern relationships. As we delve into this topic, we must consider whether men genuinely appreciate women in the same way they once did, or if societal shifts have altered these views significantly. This inquiry is not merely academic. It resonates deeply with the experiences of countless individuals navigating the complexities of dating, love, and companionship today. The evolving landscape of gender roles, fueled by movements advocating for equality and respect, has prompted men to reassess their attitudes and behaviors towards women. Are these changes fostering a deeper understanding and appreciation, or are they leading to confusion and detachment?
So there's this question going around, do men like women? The answer to that, in general, is no. Men don't like women. Men tolerate women. They don't see the value of a woman, or they only equate the value of a woman to her box. But they don't like women as human beings. And the way that they even see women is not respectful. I mean, you got dudes that think that, majority of men just think that a woman's supposed to be this person who cooks, cleans, and fucks. So no. Men in general do not like women. They tolerate women. That doesn't mean that they're gay. Just mean they don't like women as human beings.
As dating apps and social media redefine how people connect, the expectations and perceptions surrounding gender roles are in flux. Men and women alike are grappling with the implications of these changes, leading to a landscape where misunderstandings and miscommunications can easily arise. The question of whether men like women anymore is not just about attraction. It encompasses deeper issues of respect, equality, and emotional connection. In a world where traditional dating scripts are being rewritten, understanding how men perceive women is crucial for fostering healthier relationships. This discussion is particularly pertinent in light of recent societal movements that advocate for women's rights and challenge toxic masculinity. As men confront the implications of these movements, they may find themselves at a crossroads, unsure of how to navigate their feelings towards women. This uncertainty can lead to a range of responses, from increased admiration and support to feelings of resentment or confusion. By examining these varied reactions, we can gain insight into the broader cultural shifts at play and their impact on interpersonal relationships. As we embark on this exploration, we invite viewers to reflect on their own experiences and perceptions. How have societal changes influenced your views on relationships? Are men and women truly understanding each other better, or are we witnessing a growing divide? By engaging with these questions, we can foster a more nuanced conversation about the evolving dynamics between men and women in modern society. Ultimately, this dialogue is not just about men's perceptions of women. It is about creating a more equitable and compassionate world for everyone. Through critical examination and open discussion, we can work towards a future where mutual respect and understanding are the cornerstones of all relationships.
Taking a girl on a date becomes an issue. Spending money on a woman is an issue. You should have your own money as a woman. Going out to do something fun is an issue. Why don't you just come over to the house and we could do something in the house?
In recent years, there has been a growing discourse surrounding the perceived decrease in men's efforts towards women, prompting a critical examination of whether men truly value women as they once did. This claim suggests a significant shift in the dynamics of dating and relationships, raising questions about the underlying reasons for this change. As societal norms evolve, so too do the expectations and behaviors associated with courtship and companionship. Many observers argue that men are increasingly tolerating women rather than genuinely valuing them, leading to a troubling trend in modern relationships. To understand this phenomenon, we must first consider the historical context of male-female interactions. Traditionally, men were often seen as the pursuers, putting forth considerable effort to win the affection of women. This effort was not merely about romantic interest. It was also a reflection of the societal values that emphasized respect, admiration, and commitment. However, as gender roles have evolved, so have the expectations surrounding dating. The rise of digital dating platforms and social media has transformed how men and women connect, often leading to a more casual approach to relationships. This shift has resulted in a landscape where the effort put forth by men can sometimes feel diminished, as the immediacy of online interactions may foster a sense of entitlement rather than genuine appreciation.
I think that simping is a real thing. I think it's something that men have created to distance themselves from having any affection towards women. Y'all don't want women to have positive interactions with men.
Categorized as simping because the woman is taking advantage of you.
Y'all get on the internet every day and tell women how much y'all do not like women. You'd rather hang out with your friends. Why would I give her money for her nails? Why would I do this? That's simping. He's just a trick. He's a simp. Anything you do nice for a woman, men will categorize it now as simping. No, that's just being freaking nice. You guys don't want to be nice to women anymore.
Moreover, the implications of men tolerating women instead of valuing them are profound. When men approach relationships with a mindset of tolerance, it can lead to superficial connections that lack depth and emotional investment. This attitude not only affects the quality of relationships, but also perpetuates a cycle of dissatisfaction and disillusionment for both parties. Women may find themselves feeling undervalued and unappreciated, leading to frustration and a desire for more meaningful connections. On the other hand, men may struggle to form authentic bonds, as their reluctance to invest emotionally can create barriers to intimacy and understanding. The shift in dating dynamics also reflects broader societal changes, including the rise of feminist movements that advocate for women's rights and equality. While these movements have empowered women to assert their value and demand respect, they have also prompted some men to re-evaluate their roles in relationships. This re-evaluation can manifest in various ways, from increased support for women's autonomy to feelings of confusion about how to navigate modern dating. As men grapple with these changes, some may inadvertently adopt a more passive approach, leading to the perception that they no longer value women as they once did. Furthermore, the impact of cultural narratives surrounding masculinity cannot be overlooked. Many men are raised with the belief that vulnerability and emotional expression are signs of weakness, which can hinder their ability to connect with women on a deeper level. This reluctance to engage emotionally may contribute to the perception that men are less invested in their relationships, as they may prioritize surface-level interactions over meaningful connections. In conclusion, the perceived decrease in men's efforts towards women raises important questions about the evolving nature of relationships in modern society. As we navigate these changes, it is crucial to foster open dialogue about the value of emotional investment and mutual respect in relationships. By encouraging men to embrace vulnerability and actively engage in valuing women, we can work towards creating healthier, more fulfilling connections that transcend mere tolerance. Ultimately, recognizing and addressing these dynamics is essential for fostering a culture where both men and women feel valued and appreciated in their relationships. Once upon a time, there was a man named David who found himself navigating the tumultuous waters of a divorce. After years of marriage, the relationship he had once cherished began to unravel, leaving him feeling lost and emotionally drained. The emotional toll of the separation was profound. He grappled with feelings of failure, inadequacy, and a deep sense of loss. As the divorce proceedings unfolded, David often found himself reflecting on the life he had envisioned, now shattered into pieces. The weight of societal expectations loomed large, amplifying his struggles and leading him to question his self-worth. In a world where traditional masculinity is often equated with strength, success, and the ability to provide, David felt the pressure to conform to these ideals. Society often portrays men as stoic figures who should be impervious to emotional pain, leaving little room for vulnerability. As he faced the reality of his divorce, David felt emasculated by the very notion that he was unable to maintain his marriage. The societal narrative that men should be the unwavering pillars of strength only intensified his feelings of inadequacy. He found himself withdrawing from friends and family, fearing judgment and misunderstanding. The emotional burden of his relationship struggles weighed heavily on his shoulders, leading him to question not only his worth as a partner but also his identity as a man. The implications of David's experience extend far beyond his personal struggles. Many men in similar situations face the same societal pressures that can erode their confidence and sense of self. The stigma surrounding emotional vulnerability often leads men to internalize their pain, resulting in isolation and a reluctance to seek help. David's story is not unique. It reflects a broader trend where men feel compelled to mask their emotions, fearing that expressing vulnerability will be perceived as weakness. This cultural narrative can create a vicious cycle, where men feel trapped in their struggles, unable to reach out for support or share their experiences. As David navigated the emotional fallout of his divorce, he began to realize the importance of breaking free from societal expectations. He sought therapy, where he learned to confront his feelings and embrace vulnerability as a strength rather than a weakness. Through this process, he discovered that acknowledging his pain did not diminish his masculinity. Instead, it allowed him to reclaim his sense of self-worth. By sharing his story with others, David found a sense of community and connection, realizing that many men faced similar challenges.